Hello guys, so I just wanted to try this Grok3 Mini here in Open Router to create a new thing for a directory website using WordPress. It's being used for 1 billion token and it's cost effective because it's just 0.50 per million token. And if this can produce a really good UI, then we can go ahead and try using this to create multiple websites or template for your WordPress or any other CMS. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do, I will have this local WP to install or run a local WordPress in our computer. So you can type in Google local WP. So just like this, local WP. And then first result, you just need to download this software and it's very easy to set up. So here we can add a new site and create a new site right here. And for this directory, gonna try Chinese restaurant maybe. So here you can go to Java Scraper and click this listing categories overview. So you can check the existing Google categories and you'll give you an idea which directory niche you're gonna start. So for this one, we're gonna try the Chinese restaurant and you go to Scrape Business Listings. And here you're gonna select the business category that you decided to create as directory. And for this example, I'm just gonna scrape Australia and I'm gonna choose all regions. So I will leave this blank. And since this is an example, I'll just scrape 100 business listings just to see the appearance of Grok Mini Tree, how it will look like and that business data. So once it's completed, I'm gonna download this. So this is how the layout is going to be. It's in CSV file format. I am gonna save this to Excel SX so that it will become an Excel file. So I'm just gonna do File Save As, and here just choose the Excel SX, and here we're gonna say Chinese restaurant. Okay, do this. Now here, the first thing that we need to do when you're trying to create a directory, and if you want to categorize them by state, or if we scrape our data using Java Scraper, we're gonna check this address region column. So we're gonna enable the filter right here, then click this sort this ascending, and here you will have the proper view of the states alphabetical order. So this is one example. So ACT, we don't want the shortened version of state. So we're going to fix this so that the layout of our directory or the way it will create the taxonomy will be appropriate. Okay, so let's check more. And in this example, it's QLD. So it should be Queensland. So fix this and so on. All right. So make sure you save it after you completed, since we just have the 100 listing just for this example. So we completed that pretty easy. But the next thing that I want to show you is we're going to prompt this prompt right here using the Grok3 Mini, and we're gonna grab a copy of this, paste that in a blank notepad just like that. Now here we're gonna just have populate this configuration here. So the folder name will just say, so based on the directory that I will be doing and also the model that I will be using, I'll just name the folder like that. So the site title will be, so I just have the Chinese restaurants in Australia, custom post key. So we're gonna have Chinese and a hyphen restaurant, and then a custom taxonomy. So we will categorize it by a state. So we just have to put state theme name. You can just have the same as the folder name. Google category, just gonna have it as Chinese restaurant, and then country will be Australia. And color palettes, you can go to this website Colors and start generating color palettes. So let's say example, you don't want this palettes that's generated first. You can just press space and just keep pressing space until you come to the palettes that you wanted to apply to your directory. So for example, I'm just gonna go ahead with this one. So I'll quickly copy these 5 hexa codes. All right, so just like that, that's all the configuration you need. I'm just gonna grab this. Okay, here in local WP, let's continue configuring this. So our directory is Chinese restaurant, and click continue, and you see it's installing our WordPress right here. All right, once it's installed, make sure you enable this one click admin. Click that. So once you click that, you can go straight to the WP admin, and this is going to be our sample WordPress. As you can see, the URL Chinese-restaurant.local, and let's go to the home page. So it has this default template. Now we can go ahead and use the custom prompt. Click this VS Code, and you see it opens up the file. Now here in your VS Code, you need to install this extension, which is Climb. Click this, and here we're gonna choose Open Router, and make sure you add the proper model that you're gonna use. I'm just gonna copy this Grok3 Mini, copy this, come back here and paste it right here. The best model so far is still Sonnet 4 in creating the directory, but we are still trying to see some cost-effective model in Open Router that we can use as a alternative of Sonnet 4. And here, before you prompt, make sure you are in the Act tab. So click this, and now we're ready to prompt the custom prompt that we configured here. We copy this. Back here, let's paste this and let's go ahead and create this directory. Actually pretty fast, and we just spent 0.05, but this is more amazing if we are able to see an actual result, because working. But based on this, I can already see some issue. It didn't create the state taxonomy template. It did create the ACF fields and the custom post type and the front page, but it didn't have the taxonomy section. So what I'm gonna do is just remind it. All right, so I just reminded it. This is the problem of some cheaper LLM models, because they may be cheap, but sometimes they cannot follow some complex instructions, and you can always remind them, but remember, it will increase your token usage. That's fine. Okay, there. So the next challenge is if we are able to run this directory in just one go. I have a doubt now. Well, let's try it. So go to Appearance, go to Teams, and this is our team right here. Click Activate, and once it's activated, install this required plugins first. So here we're gonna install ACF, or the Advanced Custom Fields. So I'm just gonna search that. All right, so install this. All right, so once it's activated, first go to ACF and then click these field groups. You should see this sync available. All right, so we're gonna import this custom fields for our custom post type. So we're gonna import this, and the next important plugin that you need to install is our custom uploader of our business listings. So we need to search it, because I created a custom plugin to upload our business listings. It is simpler to use compared to the free ones I was using before. So if you want to use the same, it's available in the link below. So here, you're just gonna drag this. So this is XLSX to custom post importer. So I'm just gonna install this and activate that. So once it's activated, you can go to Tools, and you will see it right there. It's XLSX importer. Click that, and here you will see the simple interface. You're gonna browse the XLSX file that we modified earlier, which is this one in XLXS format already, because we converted this from CSV. Okay, now you're gonna upload and parse. And here, we're gonna select the Chinese restaurant. So this is where all our listings will be created. So load fields. And this is what's nice about this. You don't need to drag and drop, just like what I was using before, the Ultimate CSV. So here it maps them pretty easy. What you just need to do is this taxonomy mapping, because we are going to categorize it based on the state. So I'm just going to add a parent taxonomy, which is the region. And then here, just select state. And we have the children, which is the cities. Also select the state, and just scroll up here in the WordPress core fields. Here in the content, if I use the prompt, so I usually have tributes as the content, and the featured image, map it with main image, so our listing will have featured image. If it's available in the main image column right here, it will be set as the featured image of the listing. Now we're gonna click Start Import, and you'll see right here, it's now importing. So even if you install or you import 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 listings, so just import that and wait for it to be completed. You can open it, but don't close this page. So you can right click and open it to a new tab, just like here. So you will see the appearance. So before that, I generated a hero section in ChatGPT. So this is going to be the image in our hero section. I also generated a sample logo. So I'm just going to download this too. For the logo, I'm just going to crop this and remove the unnecessary spaces there. So just use this website and then select that image. And here, you can just that's the padding, and make sure you don't leave unnecessary space, and then crop this. Have the cropped image. So I'm back here. I'm just gonna create a new folder. So here, I'm gonna call it assets, and I'm just gonna drag the logo and the hero section. So you just need to rename it as hero-g and also logo.png. And if Grok3 Mini got our prompt correctly, so they will all be loaded. I have again one doubt here. I'm not sure if the JavaScript it's gonna work, but anyway, let's see. So you can see here, the import has been completed. Now it's time to check the homepage. All right, so this is how it's looking. So it followed the theme that we asked it to follow. So we have the red, we have this color, and we have the white, and it listed the browse Chinese restaurant by state. And let's go to one of the state right here. Let's say New South Wales. So it's listing the restaurants here. And say, for example, Chatswood, it's got 2 restaurants. So let's see if it's able to follow the city level directory load correctly. So I just added it right here, and let's see if it's gonna fix this. All right, so after that, yeah, fixes that. And we have the city level listing. So as you can see here, Chatswood near New South Wales. There's one more missing. There's no breadcrumbs, which we're gonna ask again. So we're gonna say, okay, I'm not gonna proceed this Grok3 Mini. It's not that great in following this prompt right here. I'm not sure if the prompt is the problem or this model itself, it's not that good. So still recommended this use Gemini 2.5 Pro and Sonnet 4. those are really good in following this instruction, but at least I showed you the step-by-step on how you're gonna create a directory, and just make sure you select a proper model right here. So you can maybe choose this Grok3, not the mini version, although it will cost $15 per million token. So instead of using this, maybe you can use Sonnet 4. Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I apologize if the Grok3 Mini did not execute well using this prompt. It could be this prompt is a problem, or yeah, he just doesn't have the capability to follow complex instruction. But you still get the simple instruction of the step-by-step how you're gonna create your directory. You can be my successful though I created them in the link below, Sonnet 4 and Gemini 2.5 Pro. You can try those. See you in the next one.